Hey everyone, so I've been thinking about something wild lately. You know Cyberpunk 2077, right? That game where you walk around Night City with robot arms and neon lights everywhere. And I started wondering, could we actually do this? Like for real? So buckle up because we're about to find out if we're living in a pre-cyberpunk world or if this is all just fantasy. Let's start with the obvious stuff. Let's talk about the cities. Those massive vertical megacities with skyscrapers everywhere, neon lights on every corner. Do we have that? Look at Tokyo, Shinjuku district at night. It's basically Night City Leet. Buildings stacked on buildings, neon signs in Japanese everywhere you look, tiny alleyways filled with street food vendors, underground shopping complexes that go on forever. I've been there. And walking through Kabukicho at midnight, you feel like you're in a cyberpunk movie. And today, we've got Chongqing in China, a city of 30 million people built on mountains, highways that go through buildings, not around them, through them, subway stations on the 15th floor of skyscrapers. There's literally a station where you take the subway and you're 40 stories up in the air. How is that normal? It's wild. The cyberpunk aesthetic is real. We just don't call it that because we're living in it. All right, what about the technology? Holograms, augmented reality, AI assistants. Let me blow your mind real quick. We have most of this already. Apple just released the Vision Pro. You can have virtual screens floating in your living room, work on multiple displays that don't actually exist. You still look like a dork wearing it. But we're getting there fast. AI assistants? Oh, where do I even start? ChatGPT can write essays, code software, have full conversations. AI can create art, music, even videos now. There's AI that can diagnose diseases better than doctors. AI that can generate fake videos of anyone saying anything. Deepfakes that are so good you can't tell what's real anymore. Give it 5 years. We'll all have AI companions in our ears telling us what to say on first dates. Romance isn't dead, it's just outsourced. Now here's where it gets interesting. And by interesting, I mean deeply concerning. The economy. In Cyberpunk 2077, you've got this massive wealth gap. Mega corporations run everything. The rich live in luxury towers. Everyone else fights for scraps in the streets. Sound familiar? Because that's basically what's happening right now. The top 1% of people own more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. We've got tech billionaires with more money than entire countries. Do you know how much $1 billion is? If you earned $5,000 every single day, it would take you 550 years to make $1 billion. These people have hundreds of billions. Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft. These companies have more power than some governments. Your phone? Probably Apple or Samsung. Your searches? Google. Your shopping? Amazon. Your social media? Meta. A handful of corporations control almost everything we do online. And just like in the game, regular people are struggling. Housing costs are insane. Student debt is crushing an entire generation. Healthcare in America can bankrupt you. Jobs are being automated away. Self-checkout replaced cashiers. AI is replacing writers and artists. Self-driving cars will replace drivers. That's millions of jobs. Let's talk about flying cars, though. Because that's cool, companies are actually working on this. There's Joby Aviation building electric air taxis. Dubai is already testing flying taxi services. We might actually see flying cars become normal in the next decade. How crazy is that? Okay, now the dark stuff. In the game, privacy is dead. Corporations monitor everything. Your data is bought and sold. Again, this is hitting a little too close to home. Every app on your phone is collecting data. Facebook knows who your friends are, what you like, where you go, who you're dating. Google knows every embarrassing thing you've searched at 3 a.m. TikTok knows what keeps your attention down to the second. They know you better than you know yourself. This data is bought and sold between companies. There are entire industries built around tracking you. Data brokers you've never heard of have files on you, your political leanings, your health conditions, your financial situation, and you never consented to any of it. You clicked, I agree on a terms of service you didn't read. Nobody reads those. We're living in a world where your digital identity might be more important than your physical one. and it's way less protected. So here's the real question. Are we heading toward a cyberpunk future? We have the technology, we have the aesthetic in some cities, we have the economic inequality, we have the corporate power, we have the surveillance, we have the environmental collapse. Climate change is very much a thing that's very cyberpunk, in a not fun way. But here's what we don't have: the complete breakdown of society. Cyberpunk stories are set in worlds where governments have failed, where law and order barely exist, where hope is dead. We're not there. Yes, we have problems, big ones, but we also have democracies that still function, communities that support each other. When disasters happen, people still help each other. The technology of cyberpunk is becoming real, but the complete dystopia, that's not inevitable. It's actually up to us. We get to decide how we use this technology. Do we let corporations control everything? Or do we demand regulation and rights? Do we let inequality spiral out of control? Or do we build systems that lift everyone up? These are choices we're making right now, every single day. Cyberpunk as a genre was always meant to be a warning, not an instruction manual. William Gibson wrote Neuromancer in 1984. He was warning us about what could happen if we're not careful, and here we are 40 years later. Some of his predictions came true: the internet, cyberspace, AI, corporate dominance, he called it. But we still have time to avoid the worst parts. So can we build Cyberpunk 2077 in real life? Technologically, yes, we're already doing it. Should we? That's different. Take the cool stuff: medical implants that help people, clean energy, AI that solves problems. But avoid the dystopian parts: the crushing inequality, the corporate domination, the surveillance state. We're at a crossroads. We're building the future right now. We can have all the cool tech without the nightmare society. That's the challenge, and I think we can do it. We've solved impossible problems before. Can we achieve Cyberpunk 2077 in real life? We're already halfway there. The question is which half we want to keep. Do we want the neon lights and robot arms, or the corporate dystopia and crushing poverty? We get to choose, so let's choose wisely. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are we living in a cyberpunk world already? If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. All right, I'm out. Peace.
I'm in the drive-thru of Burger King. Can I please get a Papa Jr. wearing earrings? Make it a meal so I can get a drink. No, I'm not finished, that's not it.